Southern California sun is starting to set as we welcome you to Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. The Midsummer Classic between the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game here on the show. I'll be joined in the booth by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, but before we turn to them, let's check out the starters for this year's American and National League All-Star teams. Final preparations being made down on the field. We've got a fun night in store. It's the Major League All-Star Game on the show, and it comes your way next. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy also uses that pitch that's kind of in vogue in the game now, that cutter. It looks to the hitter like a four-seam fastball, and the next thing you know, it's running in on you. Mariano Rivera used that pitch exclusively in the ninth inning and broke a lot of bats. And this guy joins a long list of guys that have added the cutter to his repertoire.
Jose Ramirez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 7:05.
And it's quickly 0-2. Bauer's ready. Here's the pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
In now, Kyle Tucker. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Here's the pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. 67 degrees our game time temperature. Fly ball right down the line in left. Martinez on the run. And it's a foul ball. One out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there. He got him. So next to bat will be Patrick Connolly as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. First pitch of the AB now. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Hit hard but foul. Here comes the 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. ready to deliver the 1-2. This is popped up. Freeman is there for it. And that's the third out. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. It's the American League nothing. National Leaguers coming to bat. It's the Major League Baseball All Star Game exclusively on the show. Shohei Ohtani, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that added a new pitch to his repertoire, the split finger. He won't throw it that often. I think one of the reasons he tried to pick up this pitch, had a difficult time throwing the straight changeup, and sometimes the splitter is the quick pitch fix for that. So it'll be interesting to see how and when he uses the splitter in this one here today.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Bell into foul territory. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Betts gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
The 1-1 is taken high above the zone. And perhaps sensing a hit and run may be on, a move to first, but the runner's back easily. Nobody out, runner on first. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back. Has a look, now the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back, the right fielder at the track, the wall. And this one is gone, a home run. A two-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman as the National League moves out in front here 2-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Junior.
Now the 1-0. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field, and the National Leaguers now lead it 3-0. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
From the Los
Cody
Angeles
Bellinger at the
Dodgers,
plate now.
the center fielder,
And he fouls
Cody
this one off.
Bellinger.
The 0-1. Late that time for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for two. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
3 runs already home here. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And looked like he really left himself open after he released, and this ball came back and got him pretty good. And without speculating too much here, it's looking, at this point at least, like he will be able to continue out there. We should hope. Here's Tommy La Stella now. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
From the stretch.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
1-1 to Tommy La Stella.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Two and two. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
The 2-2 pitch.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. So it's first and third with 2 away. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. From the belt, the pitch.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back in standing. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Fouled away.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the stretch. Line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Almost big trouble there, but he'll wind up stranding 2 as the side is retired. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
Mike Trout.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Bauer gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Trout is really a rare talent in this sport, a true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
On to first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year. He's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
Here's Randy Arozarena, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 1-0. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Giving chase is Bellinger. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. The 0-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three. American League strands one. They trail it here 3-0. Last half of the second set to go, and that brings up Buster Posey.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
First offering as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
And that's swung on and missed, and Posey goes down for the first out. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I got down 1 and 2.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Bases are empty, one man out. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
And a ball, 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Betts, base runner at first with one out. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now a move over to first. Runner back safely. The 2-0 on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Pitch to the plate is a splitter that misses, so he's behind in the count now, 3-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Ready with the 3-1. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Acuna digs in now as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here comes the 1-0. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Here he comes on 2-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
3-0 pitch. Popped him up. Bell is there. And he makes the play to end the inning. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We played 2 full. It's the National League 3 and the American League nothing. Aaron Nola, a 6' 2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 27, Aaron Nola.
New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder, Eddie Rosario.
The left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
1 Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The windup and the 0-1.
That's ball two.
Fouled off. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. One out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Here now the 2-2. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Bellinger's under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Ramirez. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's gone 2 for 6. First offering on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2-1 to Jose Ramirez.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
High chopper to third. Arenado has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The NL leads this one 3-0. Kenta Maeda, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Number 18, Kenta Maeda.
Bottom of the 3rd now, and here comes Cody Bellinger.
National League, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. No balls and a strike to count. Bellinger aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A runner at first with no outs here. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. So a 2-run shot to left center, and the NL opens up a 5-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate, Tommy La Stella.
Second baseman.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. And this is popped up near second base. Connolly has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the AB on its way.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
Here's the pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Nope. 3-0. Buster Posey would be next. He loses him on ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next up is Buster Posey, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We're through three here in Southern California, and the lead is now 5-0. Brandon Woodruff, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
53, Brandon Woodruff.
All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
First offering. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Anderson has a play, one down.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Patrick Connolly.
So now here is Patrick Connolly. Now here's the first offering. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. And he takes a called strike one. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-2 now.
That's count 2-2.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Martinez is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Number 27, Mike Trout.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the first pitch. That finds the zone, a called strike. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The NL's on top, 5-0. Hyunjin Ryu, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. He has no prior history against this pitcher.
For the National League, the right fielder, Mookie.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
At the plate now, Freddie Freeman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Over to first, Ryu, and he'll be back in standing up. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
Ball, inside.
Betts. On at first, nobody out. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So stepping in is Ronald Acuna. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu. He's 0 for 5. And now the first pitch.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
5 hits and no errors on the board thus far. And he'll just off the black, and it's even at 1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
So here's Cody Bellinger as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. And 2-2. And it's fouled away. Now another 2-2. Pitch inside the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now to bat, J.D. Martinez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set. Here it comes as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1.
Something's clearly out of sorts with his delivery right now. Just walked the guy, and that pitch wasn't even within sniffing distance of the zone. Really fighting himself right now.
And he fouls this one off. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Sent on the ground out to second. Ramirez is up with it, and the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. National Leaguers out in front, 5-0. Mike Clevenger will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the National League, number 52, Mike Clevenger.
Now to the plate, Randy Arozarena. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
For the American League, the designated hitter, Randy
First offering on its way.
Arozarena.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
And now in the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe one.
Uh-oh, hold that thought as this one is deep down the line in left, hooking, but it's a fair ball, home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left, and it's now a 5-2 game.
That was a mistake with location, and he drove it out of here. I can't overstate how important this home run is, folks. It's not just the 2 runs. It's what he does to the guys in the dugout. 5-0 seems pretty desperate, but 5-2 is doable. That changed the whole feel of this game.
Salvador Perez is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. He's there to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt an efforts his teammates are appreciative of. Into the box now, Eddie Rosario, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here it comes. Still only 1 out in the inning. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
One and 2, here it comes. Got him swinging in the dirt. Posey's got it. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he falls behind 0-2. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Bellinger brings it in.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez, as he'll lay off a curveball up in the zone for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is outside for a ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. Kyle Tucker would be next. Bell, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Next to stand in is Kyle Tucker. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-0 home. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors thus far for the American League. 2 balls and a strike.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 home. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the National League 5 and the American League 2. Jacob Junis, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Jacob Junis.
Striding in is Tim Anderson. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Gleyber Torres will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 25, Gleyber Torres.
Franmil Reyes is into the ball game as well as he takes over out in right.
For the American League. Now playing right field, number 32.
Teoscar Hernandez is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field.
The American. Now playing left field.
Rafael Devers will also enter as he takes over at third base.
Your attention, please. Now playing third base. Number
Will
11.
Smith is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
For the American. Now catching. Number 16.
First offering. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Trout is there, and he has it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first
Now
pitch of
back,
the inning,
second
and he didn't
baseman.
miss it. Just
Number
wasn't
8.
a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Stepping in now, Tommy La Stella. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Third baseman.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 0-1. Back up the, oh no, that got him. Thankfully he's able to recover and he gets the second out at first. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Now the first pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 0-1 count and the pitch. Hopped up. Connolly waits on it. And the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 5 innings complete. It's the National League 5 and the American League 2. David Peterson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 23, David Peterson.
And now here is Patrick Connolly. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last. AB certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Nicholas Castellanos is in the ball game as well as he takes over out in right. Pete Alonso is into the game as well as he's the new first baseman.
Number
Fernando Tatis Jr. is also into the game as he takes over at short.
now playing 14. Number 23.
Wilson Contreras is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
This team for the National League. Now catching. Number 40, Wilson.
First pitch coming, here it is. Drilled right back up the middle, and this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
Trout.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Don't want to forget about him. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Now the 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Now a throw over to first, just keeping him close. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
The 2-1 home. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
full count now. Connolly on second. Trout on at first with nobody out. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Here now is Rafael Devers as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the sixth. The 1-0.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-1. On the ground to second base. This could be two. To second for one.
Up next for the American League, the catcher.
Here now is Will Smith, and they're runners at the corners now. First pitch of the AB now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Runners on first and third, two away. A ball and a strike. That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Fouled away. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. This one's down to third. Gloved by Arenado. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the National League 5 and the American League 2. Matthew Boyd enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
For the American League, number 48, Matthew Boyd.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Nicholas Castellanos. Trevor Story is into the ballgame as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
A defensive change for the
Dylan Moore will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Colin Moran is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman.
A defensive change for the Americans. Now playing first base, number 19.
Pitch on the way. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball one. A ball and 2 strikes now. Fouled off. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso,
as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Two and one. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here now is Juan Soto. Check swing here as they'll appeal it down to Eric Summersgill at third, and he says no swing, so it's ball one. Up around the letters with that one for ball two.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
2-1 after the foul ball there. 2 out, nobody on. That's bounced foul. It's 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. Back with more of our All-Star Game coverage in a moment. Edwin Diaz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Hernandez.
From the stretch, here's the pitch as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Here it comes, 1-0. Hernandez connects and sends it to deep left. Going back is Bellinger. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, first baseman, Colin Moran.
Stepping in next, Colin Moran. Trey Turner is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Now playing center field, number 7.
Whit Merrifield is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 15, Whit Merrifield.
Brian Hayes will also enter as he takes over at third base.
Now playing third base, number 13, Brian Hayes.
First delivery to him. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. (5-2) our score as we play inning number 7. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Now the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Swung on but fouled off to the left. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go in the American League. They trail 5-2. James Karinchak gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 99, James Karinchak.
Last half of the 7th here, and stepping up as the shortstop, Trey Turner.
The center fielder, Trey Turner.
First pitch on its way. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
2-1 to count to Trey Turner. Now the 2-1 pitch. 2-2 the count. Now here it comes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In is Christian Yelich. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Not close. It's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Fernando Tatis Jr. will be next. Too high, and that cost him ball four.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Next to hit, Fernando Tatis Jr. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Here's a look over to first. A ball and a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
I got 2-1 to count.
Yelich stands at first with one out. And he got him.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two out with the man at first. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. 1-0 delivery. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 1-1.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2 pitch. Count remains 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Story ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The NL leads this one 5-2. Brad Hand has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 52, Brad Hand.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. No career at-bats for him. Against this particular arm in the past. Ryan McMahon is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 24, Ryan.
And the pitch. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Here now the 2-2.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the American League,
Trevor Story steps in now, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. He's set and the pitch.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
The 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The center fielder, number 25, Dylan.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Dylan Moore. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First offering on its way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Got him swinging, and that's the third out. American League goes down in order, and the deficit remains 5-2. Roberto Ozuna is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 54, Roberto Ozuna.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and up next is Key Brian Hayes.
The National League, the third baseman, Key Brian Hayes.
First pitch on the way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Ground ball right side. Fielded cleanly. And that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Stepping up is Wilson Contreras. Nicky Lopez is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 8.
Sean Murphy is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
Now pitcher, number 12.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio
right fielder,
hadn't seen
number
it in that
2.
entire at bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Struck out in his first at bat. The 1-0 delivery.
this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Now the 2-0 home. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Four-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped a clutch on that pitch.
There's ball 4.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Man at first after the 2-out walk. Has a look, now the pitch.
And he'll bounce one on the ground to first.
Reined in. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. The NL's on top, 5-2. Kirby Yates comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Kirby.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Gary Sanchez is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catcher, number 24, Gary.
And now the first pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And a great start to the ninth as this ought to be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Up next to the American League, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
One and two. Here it comes.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. Ball 2.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
And that's just off the outside corner and low, ball 3. Now the 3-0 offering. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and striding into the plate next. Still be Teoscar Hernandez. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Alvarez at second. Murphy is over at first with one away. A ball and a strike. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. From the belt, the pitch. Line down the left field line. But this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
The first baseman, number
So
19.
next to hit is Colin Moran, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch of the AB now. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Here's a swing, and this is hit well down the line in right. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. Three-run home run down the line in right, and just like that, this ball game is all tied. One of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Hey, thanks, Matt. Yeah, you know what? Dodger Stadium has always been known for a very high mound, and pitchers love to pitch in this ballpark. And D-Row, when the sun goes down and that marine layer air comes in, this is a tough yard to hit the ball
I
on.
was going right there, Dan. Day game, this place plays completely different, but to do it at night, that's why it was such an impressive performance today. For them to move traffic all over the yard today, not easy to do.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
pays off, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Hard hit towards center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. 3-0 pitch gave him license to be selective, and he's able to get on base. The inning's still alive.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even know it's where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. We'll come right back with more from Dodger Stadium in just a moment. Matt Barnes comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Number 32, Matt Barnes.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto.
The designated hitter, Juan Soto.
First pitch on the way. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
And this is the case of a guy taking one for the team. I think he could have gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
So the next to bat will be Trey Turner. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Squares to bunt, but he can't connect. Strike 1.
That's not great form right there, but you can't be surprised. A lot of these guys were not asked to bunt coming up through the minor leagues, so don't expect every sack bunt to get down.
Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. One there.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
And here's Christian Yelich now. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0. Using the slide step to try to control the running game.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
3-0 to him now. The 3-0. And that misses, ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Into the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
The 0-1. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
Count is 1-2 now. Now the 1-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
Merrifield.
Whit Merrifield next to bat, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Flew out in his only at bat so far. Sent on the ground out to second. Torres scoops it up over to first, and that retires the side. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 10th inning coming up, and we are all tied 5-5. Digging in will be Nicky Lopez. He'll be the one to lead it off here in the top of inning number 10. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
A strike, and it's 2-1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Dylan Moore is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. In to score, the runner from second.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you're starting to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
In now, Dylan Moore. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. Jansen's ready. Here's the 0-1.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
At the plate, Yordan Alvarez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Yelich going back at the track, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And a big RBI there as the run scores from second to make this a 2-run game now.
Now batting.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Chris Martin, the tall right-handed reliever, takes over pitching duties out of the bullpen now. At the plate now, Rafael Devers, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Devers is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the plate first after the ball hit the dirt.
Into the box, Sean Murphy. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. 1 on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Alvarez rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they open up an 8-5 lead.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 5. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
The 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the American League 8 and the National League 5. Ryan Presley enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th.
Ryan Presley.
And now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch, swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
He was not messing around in that at-bat. Looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
To the plate now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. The relay, and he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Nick Castellanos now, though they might pitch around him here with a couple of bases empty. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
This would seem like an easy RBI situation. 2-0 count, runner in scoring position, but you have to know there's an open base, and he might be pitching around you.
And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
From the belt, kicks and deals. 3-1.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. A man at third with one away. Left side. And that's going to bring in the run from third, and just like that, it's back to a one-run ball game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
Raisel Iglesias comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. Into the box now, Ryan McMahon, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Castellanos leads off first with one away. And he misses 2-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Juan Soto to the plate now. And that one yanked just foul. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Comes set with the 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, he's 1 for 3. 2 out with the man at first. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Popped him up. Moran in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Man, if you like offense, you had to love this one. Both teams came out swinging and found a lot of success. Pretty amazing it turned out to be as close as this one, considering all the runs that were put on the scoreboard.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. The American League used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Matt Barnes gets the W on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight